Okay, we need a really cutting edge intro. High concept. It needs to be high concept.
I'm going to just make cars like a sports wagon.
Here he comes, fresh down the racetrack. It's Dan Don Debris. He's derbing away. Right now, Ricky Joe's catching up to him behind on the 185. Can Dan make it? He's racing inside his dad here at the Kentucky Derby. I say, son, you gotta keep on derbing. Hi, everyone.
Hey.
Welcome to the Kentucky Derby.
Which happened like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, this is not timely anymore.
You seriously had a derby? You live in the best part of America, man.
Every day is Derby Day, and
that's the best part
Kentucky.
of America is the Derby.
I think one day is Derby Day.
Yeah,
in Kentucky.
Derby.
It's Derby. It's not even when we say Derby. That's stupid. It's gone, Ian. Derby. Anyway,
Darby's a name.
You're a fucking name. Speaking of names, let's introduce the cast that we've got here. We'll introduce the name of the podcast first of all. It's the Manga Raised Community Happy Hour Podcast.
What episode is it?
136. Have you got a comment to chime in with that, or?
Well, just to know, if you add up 136, you get 100.
What?
Welcome to episode 100, everyone.
What?
That's not how that works.
If you add 1 and 3 and 6, you get 10 out of 0. It's episode 100 again.
You know,
That's not how math works.
Go back. Do it again. That sounds
Year
wrong.
136 was a leap year starting on Saturday of the Julian calendar. It's also known as the year of the consulship of Commodus and Civisa.
Look at this guy. He knows everything.
Sure.
Wikipedia.
Yeah, but it's episode 136. We've got 14 to go until the big 150. That's, a celebratory one that we'll be getting into in a few months. I don't know when. I can't math. Maybe in August. I was going to say we'll let Manimal do the math, but we've just seen him fail miserably at it.
I didn't fail miserably. I just added.
Wrongly. Incorrectly.
Yeah.
You just pulled an extra 0 out your ass from somewhere. I don't know. My
I'm
name
a
is
hero.
Simon Bellino is Vacant, and to my virtual left we have Manimal.
Hi.
That's Manimal. We had the harmonica to start the show. That means that we can get going. But we have got a full house again to his virtual left, somewhere near Kentucky, I think. It's Coryn.
I'll leave that Kentucky geography up to you to figure out, dear listeners.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's me.
I mean, statistically, out of all of us, I think you and...
I am potentially the most closest to Kentucky.
Yeah,
most close.
that's kind of right. And to his virtual left is the other guy who's kind of close to the Kentucky Derby. It's Nairbons.
Hey, I keep the Kentucky Derby close to my heart. That's what's important.
That's what's important.
He keeps the spirit of the Kentucky Derby all year long, not just on Christmas.
Because I love eating horse meat.
Is that a tradition at the Kentucky Derby? You eat horse meat?
No,
It
no,
should
no,
be.
no.
No. Why?
You eat the losers.
That's like if you went to a dog show, you ate dog.
Wait.
Do you know what the Kentucky Derby is?
Is it not a car? Like a
No,
It's a horse race.
No?
That's horses, man.
What? Oh.
Yeah.
No, it's even
The
more
poor
boring than I
horses,
thought.
yeah.
Manimal's made me think
What
it was
did you think it was?
because how Manimal made it sound in a song.
We go to eat horses at the car race to show who's really boss now.
Yeah.
We don't need you fucking horses anymore.
We only honor you. We only honor you with the horsepower. That stupid name. Horsepower is just like an illusion.
Okay. Now your comment about eating the losers makes a lot more sense now. You mean the horse, not a driver. Okay.
No, we eat the
That'll
losing
be a
part.
horror
Time we
movie and a
just
half,
ate
though.
Dale Earnhardt.
It wasn't a
Time to
crash
go
that
round.
killed him.
The Kentucky Cannibals.
Danica Patrick was the first NASCAR driver, but she didn't last long.
There we go. The more you know. It turns out that there isn't
were
a
allergic.
healthy spirit of cannibalism in the sport of NASCAR driving. But speaking of healthy spirits, that was the lamest segue ever.
No, it's actually pretty good. Vodka. What the hell is
He is the vodka guzzling, rum swigging, beer assailing Legomaestro.
I do
He's
not
back
sexually
again.
assault beer. I do not sexually assault.
I didn't say you said. Nowhere in those did I say.
You said
sexually
assailing.
assault-
You said
assailing.
assailing.
Yeah, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're sexually assaulting a beer. I
Well,
wouldn't know how you would.
I'm just putting it out there, but yeah.
I mean-
yeah, it's me, Legomaestro.
It's not like you could. Well, I mean, technically, a beer bottle has a higher chance of sexually assaulting
You know,
than you could. You ain't gonna fuck a beer bottle. It'll fuck you.
I mean, it would be very difficult.
I don't know where I'm going with this. Hey, everyone!
Hey.
it's another.
are you telling me
episode.
relative size determines? You know what? Never
I'm
mind.
gonna say I don't think people will be able to sit their dick inside a beer bottle. Like the average net. I'm just gonna put it out there. I don't think that's possible.
Like, you're gonna have to get flaccid. You're gonna have to squeeze it in there, and then as soon as anything happens, you'll probably cut your dick off.
Yeah, don't try. PSA.
You've smashed some tissues.
You should have smashed on some tissues instead of inside a beer bottle. Then you would still have a penis. But let's, I don't know where, we've got on to cannibalism and fucking beer bottles in the first 5 minutes. It's a typical happy hour. I've got a good feeling about this one. We're going to start off in normal fashion, as we always do. Manimal, how was your week? I need to know now.
Yeah,
need to
you
tell
gotta
me,
know. You gotta know about my week. Well,
widget.
today I booked the tickets for Kansas City.
Yeah.
Now we're even closer. We're in overdrive mode. You know,
That is
Yeah,
actually pretty awesome.
depending on who I ask, it's either it won't be that bad when you go to the airport for the first time and then like that, or like I'm really worried. I don't know if it will work out. Well, you know.
Who's
Are you asking yourself?
No, usually it's just like, come on, you idiot, it's freaking easy. But you know how it is. But no, now that's put in play. I ordered a Tim's shirt on Redbubble. Gotta represent even when I'm not at home. And I have a nice button-up blue shirt that looks like your uncle on his desert vacation. It has pictures of cactuses on it and like little deserts. Definitely gonna wear that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the traditional like vacation shirt. The
Yeah, it's like
Hawaii style shirt.
I bought it in 2015, and I was like, I'm gonna wear this one time. I'm gonna be like an uncle, just on a vacation kind of thing.
Uncle
so-
Barry coming
So
down.
now I can finally use that, put that to good use. I bought that in Minneapolis actually, and I can finally put it to good use.
Shout out to
and,
Minneapolis.
Yeah, sure, it's pretty cool.
Fucks.
Love Minnesota, best state. But yeah, again, I gotta get that. I really want to get a shirt that just says Texas, so I could wear it on July 4th, and just like a big Texas.
Texas.
But you won't be in Texas.
That's the point.
Remember Manimal? Comedy from
I'm
Manimal.
curious as to what the point is.
Just
Texas
ask.
is America.
No.
It's a big Texas.
The problem is you're trying to go
I
along with
won't.
Manimal
I
logic.
won't do that. I won't. I'm not actually going to do that.
I want some.
But-
I want some American flag board shorts.
Whoa!
Absolutely
Yeah,
want that.
yeah.
That's what
Oh,
I'm
you
wearing.
can
we are going
absolutely
to
find some.
Walmart and we are getting some Americana apparel for everyone.
I'm excited. I'm really excited for that specifically. To just like go to Walmart and get just like like the muscle shirts with like the big old flag and the eagle and something about freedom or whatever.
They're already on sale. I almost bought one today.
It has to be a muscle shirt. I may not have muscles, but I have muscle definition.
You have the absence of anything else.
Given how scrawny my arms are, if I flex, I have muscle definition. Just like how I have a 6-pack technically, but you know how that works.
I know what you mean. You're
yeah.
You can get
I also have a
muscles.
rib. I have a rib pack. No, it's actually not that bad. It's actually not that bad. But no, that'll be something. And again, it's like frick, you know.
Well,
Yeah.
So long as you're not so plump, then you're probably not that appetizing, so you're safer that way. So.
Oh, that's a good.
To the cannibals.
If you go near Kentucky, they ain't gonna eat you. They'll just be like, nah, this guy, it's not worth the hassle.
Yeah, see, that's good. That's how I want it to be. But yeah, definitely gotta wear that Tim's shirt though. You know, gotta do it.
Gotta
but
represent Tim's.
gotta
And
represent
then
Tim's.
act really disgruntled if anyone does.
No, you
approach
don't want to be like that obnoxious guy who's like you just don't want to be the obnoxious Canadian in any situation. It's just not a good thing. Don't do it, people.
You all
don't.
know. You told us that you were. In fact, it was a story in Tim's. A man held the door for you, and you thought he wanted to touch your butthole.
Okay, wait. Do you want me to tell that story right now?
I saw that in the chat, and I was like, "What in the world are you guys talking about here?"
This is a great example of how my mind works. I was at it wasn't Tim's. It was Robin's Donuts, which is even more Ontarioan, and I was just getting my things. You know, I had stuff in one hand, just one hand, and there's this older guy. He wasn't like super old, but he had gray hair. You know, and he's just sitting by himself, and he was sitting right by the door. And he's like, "Oh, I'll open the door for you." And I was like, "No, I got it." So I opened the first door, and he got up. He's like, "Oh, no, I was gonna get that. Oh, how you doing?" And he was like walking in the doorway. So I just looked back to him with like this just really mean and cold look, like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I just like walked out as fast as I could.
I'm trying. Really trying to find it.
I ran out because I was like, in the moment, I was like, this guy either wants money or to touch my butthole. You know, that was the exact thought that I had in my head. I was ready, like the word was in my mouth to say like, what the hell do you want? But instead I just looked at him and just walked away as fast as I could.
Gave him a mean, confused look and rushed outside, speed walking at top speed. The guy was likely trying to be nice to me, but in these situations, I assume the worst, and I'm always thinking he wants money or to touch my butthole.
Yeah. Honestly, though, that's what I think. And I was just like, this guy, because you hear this stuff all the time where someone.
Okay, I have never heard a story where someone's gone to the coffee shop and had their butthole fondled. That's just not a thing.
I know,
it's
stupid, but that's the way my head works when I'm like, if someone does something out of the ordinary like that, I'm immediately like, you're up to something, and I'm not having any of it.
He's getting the door for you. He's been nice. I get the door for people.
It's weird because it's right there, and I push it open with my other hand, and that's free. You know?
Are you talking about your butthole still?
This is the way it works. Whenever I walk somewhere, this is my thought process. I always, no matter what it is, I carry everything in one hand. Even if I'm walking from Tim's and I got the bag with the donuts and like the ice cap, I carry something with one hand in case I need to punch someone in the face. Not that I actually can throw a punch, but this is actually the way I think. I carry stuff so I have a free hand in case somebody attacks me in the street.
Man.
Like this is actually what I think.
You'll be safe from the cannibals at least.
But you live in like fairly small town Canada. How bad could it be?
Well, it's a city. Well, there's only 100,000 people where I live, and it's a big area, so it's spaced out a lot. But it's also the only like real city in this region. But I don't know. There's still a lot of bad stuff that happens, and there's a lot of crime.
Butthole touching.
A lot of it's related to just like drugs and gangs and stuff like. It's obvious, like typical crime in any city, really.
Yeah.
But then you hear like, oh, someone asked me for some smokes and then he stabbed me, And I've just heard all this stuff all my life, so I just get scared of everything. So I walk down the street, and whenever I walk down the street, I have a strategy in my head of what I'd do if someone came up to me. I'm like, okay, I can get my keys in my pocket. I could throw this coffee in their face. I can just kick them right in the balls. Like, I'm always ready. In my head, I'm always ready for the worst in any situation. You know?
That's good. And, like, you should always have some kind of, you know...
I live in a good neighborhood, and I walk when it's bright in the morning.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You know?
It's like, because if I work sometimes into the early mornings, and occasionally I'll walk home, and that can lead us through like some dark roads and stuff, and there's not really any light. So yeah, I'll have like my keys between my fingers, like, do you know what I mean, ready?
Oh yeah,
as a makeshift knuckle duster. But in broad daylight, I'm.
I know, but again, like I said, my city is geographically really big, so and a lot of the crime happens in the other side, which is basically like two towns. You know, there's the good side and the bad side.
You got the ghetto of Yellowknife, and then you've got
Yellowknife. Yes, but again, that's the way anything is. I always have these thoughts, and that was the exact situation where it's like this guy was doing an act of kindness, and I immediately took it like he wants something from me, and I'm not having any of this. You know?
Oh man, it was it made my day. That did. That gave me a laugh that I needed that day.
I was having a really stressful day that day, though. I really was. Just because there were so many people, and okay, one guy brought in a bag of DVDs to the store, and, you know, we got to look through all the DVDs to make sure they're not scratched and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
So I was looking through his DVDs, and then all of a sudden porn appears. Just DVD after DVD of porn. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not taking these. And he's like, oh yeah, of course you won't. Because he came in like, oh, I'm bringing in a bunch of my shit. And then all of a sudden he was like, oh yeah, I can't believe he left them in there. He's so reckless. Like, he shifted perspective. He's like, oh, I can't believe it. Wow. Because all his DVDs are in bad shape. I'm like, dude, all these DVDs are terrible. One of them it smelled like syrup. I hope it's syrup. It smelled like syrup.
No.
It's all sticky. And I was just like, oh my fucking
God. If it was sticky and it was the porn DVD, that ain't syrup.
It wasn't a porn DVD. It was actually Batman versus Superman that was
okay.
Definitely not syrup. Oh man!
But here's the thing: as I put all those porn DVDs aside, and then he starts looking through them on the counter. I'm like, put those away. There's kids in here. and then, but he's looking through them.
Take this one.
He's like, oh, I'm just making sure the discs are in there. I'm gonna bring these to someone else. And he's like, and then eventually, when I find more porn, he's like, yeah, I don't even like porn.
He went all.
That is hilarious.
I love it. He went all in on the lie. I don't even know what porn is, to be honest. I've never even heard of it. I don't know how you get it.
It was all like vanilla stuff with like lots of girls in it and stuff like that. But it was just like, dude, did you really think that I was actually going to buy these off you?
Oh, excuse me, sir, but in your copy of Batman and Superman, there is no Batman and Superman DVD. It's actually Granny Feet.
It's great.
Volume 2.
And then one DVD had a couple of photographs that were turned around, so I was like, okay, just take this one. I don't even want to know what it is. But then he turned around the pictures, and it was just family photos.
Oh.
It was just like old family photos of a bunch of like old people. But I immediately
check this shit before he comes.
I mean, did you watch the DVDs? Are we sure it wasn't old people porn?
Honestly, though, you never know. It could just be, here's a nice family. And then this is how you sell that kind of porn, right? You have a nice wholesome DVD, you have pictures of the family, and then when you put it in, it's the same family, but in a much different situation.
See, I'd be concerned if anyone was stuffing actual family photos inside their DVD cases.
It was really weird.
He was trying to stuff his Batman versus Superman movie into the porn, so he wouldn't be ashamed of owning that movie.
Yeah, exactly. But, you know, I told you guys before about the hard drive story. There's a lot of stuff that someone sold their PS3, and there are just tons of photos of, like, her pregnancy and having all these kids and stuff like that. I'm like, why is this on your PS3?
Well, not story, Chase.
Why is your whole life story on your PS3? Who even put photos on their PS3s?
I think I had one to use.
I've got a bunch of like pictures, and I booted up my PS3 to plug it in the other day, and I still have Lego reading The Time.
Oh
no!
That was from like 2014, I think.
You use your PS3 as your computer for like 4 years, though.
For about a year, yes, when my laptop was shitty and I didn't have my actual computer, that was my de facto browser.
Oh, that's funny.
Fair enough.
It's just like the PSP for me. It's the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Nowadays we have phones. It's wonderful.
wow. Yeah, really. But yeah, no, that's a good artifact of the 2000s era. Yeah, my PS3 was my internet browser. Like, it really goes to show you what things were like at the time, right?
We're still in the 2000s for a while longer. I think for the next couple
Okay, I meant
years.
the 2000s because it's the 2010s now. Do you think in the
Well, I mean,
like
it was the 2010s though.
when you
for him.
refer
It was 2012.
when you refer to the shit, yeah, you're right.
Fuck, we are old.
Okay, never mind, everybody. But
In 1,000 years, I'll get an iPhone.
yeah. But oh god, what else? I think that's about all I wanted to say. It's just been a week. Stuff's happened. Me and Lego made a new collab song, "The Labors of Larry Pine."
You
Did you? I
check
haven't
it
seen
out.
this.
Check it
On
out.
my new SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/Cantilla, Kantila, new name.
Just listen to the song at the 2 minutes 35 seconds mark. That is when he does the breakdown, and it is too fucking awesome.
You gotta listen to the. Also, I made a playlist. Me and Lego. It's called "Too Much Power," and it has all our collabs and songs. And Lego drew an awesome cover for that as well.
Inspired by One Punch Man's OK face. It is
Yeah.
primary stuff. Except that
no Lego.
Glasses.
Except for the fact that you didn't center the text, it's perfect.
Yes, that annoyed me. That annoys me even now to this very moment. God, why didn't I center the text?
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
I know.
Fuck. Oh man, I'm like, damn.
That's pretty cool, actually. I've got it up now. I'm looking at the image.
Yeah.
And I forgot to give myself glasses. Damn it.
You can always fix it. I can just change the picture.
I'm fixing it, man. The text is what is annoying me. The text. God.
Yeah.
Oh yes, sweet center. Oh, right there. That's a spot. Oh God, that is good.
Listen to him actively fix it.
He's having an editing orgasm right there.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I have to say again. Tickets are booked. I see.
Wait. Sorry, important question, Manimal.
Yeah.
Any goth girls?
For God's
You know,
sake.
I've seen a couple of goth girls actually. Well, they're more like metal. I see more metal girls who have like leather jackets and stuff. There was one girl who made me really proud to be where I am because she had like the leather jacket and everything, but also but she also had ginger hair and she was carrying a Tim's cup. So I was like, this is it. This is what it's all about.
Man, you fell in love right there.
Yeah. This is what it's all about, man. But yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say. Yeah.
Fair enough. That was an experience right there.
That was a lot of stuff I had to say, but that's good because usually I don't have much to say.
Exactly. You store it all up and then it all comes out. That's all
Yeah.
good, man. That's all good. Coryn, what have you been getting up to, dude?
Well, it's been a hell of a week for me too, actually. So let's just break it down.
Lucky bastard.
Break it down.
Monday morning, Monday afternoon, I get my car back after it's been in the shop for a weekend again. And it's been about 2 months of this thing just in and out of the shop, right? And it works, kinda, until Wednesday, at which point I nearly die coming home because it just quits out in the middle of the road as I'm driving down it. So that's not good. So I finally get it home. And then I spend a lot of money on a rental car to get around for the next couple days. And then on Saturday, I bought a new car.
Hell yes,
And-
but hell no. God damn it, you lucky creature of the night. Tell the happy hour how ugly a car it is, please.
It's a beautiful car.
Fuck.
I've been saving up money for a long time to buy a new car.
It's telling
Yeah.
the truth.
And Coryn makes a stupid amount of money, so it's a damn expensive
An
car.
embarrassing amount of money, you might say.
Even that buying a new car is stressful on the currency.
Yeah, that's true.
Let me
Drop
just
in,
say,
like,
if Coryn's car
27K,
had cat
it's
ears
gonna
on
be-
it, there would be serious issues.
It would,
I'd be very
yes. if it
confused.
had
Were
cat
you gonna
ears on.
fuck my car?
That's where this has led to.
Thank
That's it.
you
You're not invited
for
to the country
inspiring
anymore.
me to buy car-sized cat ears that I can just kind of weld on there sometime in the middle of the night.
Well, yeah, like you guys know, like obviously the obnoxious eyelashes that some people put on their headlights, right?
Yeah.
Oh, those things are the worst.
I hate
No,
those eyelashes.
okay. If my headlights on this car were like actual eyes, they would have like eyeliner on fucking point because they have like this sharp point that kind of goes back like it's shooting into space.
They have the wings.
No, not wings. I don't know. I'll try to find a picture. It's a 2017 Chevy Cruze hatchback RS. So basically, it's really kitted out, got a turbocharger and all that kind of stuff. But I got a really good deal on it.
It's a fucking sweet looking car. You showed
It feels like driving a spaceship.
I ain't a car person, as you all know. I ain't like up on my shit. But it's a fucking fancy last looking thing.
It's got a sunroof and everything. I didn't really want the sunroof because I'm worried about, rain. But, yeah. Here, I found a good picture of one that looks just like mine, except it doesn't have the black wheels. The black wheels are cool, but they are expensive to replace if that ever has to happen.
Expensive in relative terms.
I mean, expensive.
Just expensive.
I'm not trying to, beat around the bush. The fancy custom wheels are expensive to replace.
Yeah, so if that does,
that's exactly what mine looks like, except for the black wheels.
As jealous as I am right now, I comfort myself with the knowledge that you have so much trouble navigating the streets right now, since women will be throwing themselves on your car like every second, and you'll be a few minutes away from a fatal car accident because you just like, there's too many ladies, man. It's just like, damn.
Are you saying he's going to have a death by plowing into walls of women?
He's going to get arrested for that.
How am I going to get arrested?
Well, bumping people is a crime and stuff, so...
I mean, I'm not going to hit people. I'm a good driver.
Yeah, but they're going to be throwing themselves at you.
For the record, to our knowledge, Coryn doesn't have such car trouble because he's actively hitting pedestrians. It's just bad luck. That's all, guys.
It's just my car was 14 years old. My car could have been starting high school this year, except now it's going to turn into a scrap pile. So it will.
Makes me feel sad there. Rest in peace, Coryn's car.
When they rang up how much money I'd get by turning it in, they literally laughed.
Wait, Corey, did you make sure that your car wasn't an Autobot in disguise? Like, did you try talking to it? Because it could be a bumblebee. You never know.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't. I think I would have figured out in the last 9 years.
Matthew, I've been quiet this whole time. I want to tell you. Please don't kill me for $23.
I got more than that. It at least covered the toe to get it back to the shop. So
why are you taking me to GameStop, Matthew? You can do so much better.
GameStop.
You can trade anything in GameStop.
She's gonna trade a car in GameStop.
I'd like to see someone try. I like how the car passes judgments. You could do so much better. I'd like that if that was good. The car gives you dating advice.
Yeah, no, that was good. And then I went around, did a little drive, and I went to the liquor store and I bought a beer, which I'm about to try. And I want to get this on camera so y'all can see this weird ass piece of shit.
Okay.
God, my camera's not coming up. Stupid Skype's piece of shit. Basically, it's completely white except for the logo. Brand is good ass beer and has a picture of a donkey with a halo that's actually a bottle cap.
That sounds pretty amazing.
That sounds cool. You could take a picture
with
your phone.
But it does look like the picture of generic. Here, I'll send it through I just popped it open. I want to try this, see how good it is. You're going to get a ringing or terrible endorsement, good ass beers of... Where the fuck are you from? Wisconsin?
It is not German beer. Das ist schlechtes Bier.
You're a Dutchess.
Monroe, Wisconsin. That's where it comes from.
Does it get a...
Which is kind of German.
Does it get
a
Coryn seal of approval?
About to try it. Hold on.
He's about to try it.
Put that Who Wants to Be a Millionaire tone. The song.
Do you get Who Wants to Be a Millionaire over there?
I don't think so.
How did you know about it?
Isn't it like every... Wait, how do I know about it? Fuck.
I thought it was just like an English program, I don't know.
No,
It's over here.
like almost every...
Okay.
Oh wait, did you mean English is in English speaking or just you have it?
No, like
in English.
like that annoying lady who...
Anne Robinson?
Wait, she's not a millionaire. She's for the...
No,
she's
she
from
isn't.
the
Every
other
country
show.
has its own version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Okay.
That's just how we got, what was the film? Slumdog Millionaire.
Is Anne Robinson the lady from Weakest Link?
Yeah.
Yes.
She is. And she never did.
Gotta love that lady.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I just he
She-
said
she-
annoying lady. I was trying to think of like a famous presenter.
Yeah, but definitely the annoying lady. God. I liked it when she was roasted by that bank manager. That was hilarious.
Just got fucking roasted.
Who's
Okay.
the oh,
Sorry,
yes.
I have an update on good ass beer.
Go for
Okay?
it.
So imagine you had a beer flavored jelly bean, and then you dissolved it in an 8-ounce glass of water.
Mm-hmm.
I
Imagine
thought
that.
you said anal gland and not 8-ounce glass.
You see, this is why we use the matrix system.
No,
The
anal
Matrix.
gland would actively be calling it like bad tasting.
No, that's ass beer. You
Yeah,
got
that's where
good
the S comes from.
ass beer.
It's just it tastes like water with a hint of beer flavor to it.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh, okay, there it is.
That ain't good.
Basically,
Also,
that's what
Sounds
it
good
comes
ass beer.
down to.
More like
also, I want to
And it's
note.
not the worst super cheap beer I've ever tried, right? It doesn't taste
I'm
like the
actually
metal of the
interested in
can.
that jelly bean part of it. It sounds
Yeah.
interesting, at least.
That'd be beer flavored jelly.
Oh, don't eat a beer flavored jelly bean. They're disgusting. But it's like that amount of flavor diffused throughout the entire can.
Oh, that's not great.
Also,
So it tastes like ass.
Go on.
No,
Go on,
it doesn't
Manimal.
taste actively bad. Just very, very bland.
yes. Also, I want to note that when I think of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, the classic host is Regis.
None of
That's
that is-
true.
Oh yeah, of course.
He's the only guy that I can imagine as
Chris
the host
Tarrant.
on that show.
He always did it for the UK. But hey ho. What else did you get up to, Coryn?
Well, after Saturday, I went to a home housewarming / pool party on Sunday.
You lucky bastard.
Oh boy. It was, I drank way too much for a Sunday afternoon, I will tell you that.
That's what Sunday afternoons are for now. If you're going to party, that's gonna happen.
Yep, and I got a surprise, and this cannot go on the show, I have to say.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, this is amazing.
But this can't go on the show. This is getting cut out.
Okay,
Do you
guys.
remember?
Okay, cutting out.
Do you remember? It was pretty good. And I'll be honest, I don't know if we were supposed to be in that pool because no one else was around. The pumps were running, but they had quite a bit of shit. Nobody had run the little skimmer through it recently. And it still feels like there's chlorine in my nose, so I think the balance may have been a little off.
Ugh.
But I had a fucking thermos full of mojito, so I didn't care too much.
That's crazy.
What is mojitos?
It's a
Mojito
cocktail.
is, it's like rum.
Mint.
It's mint and rum and lime for the most part, and
Holy shit,
seltzer water.
Holy
Yes,
shit, I
it-
need to try that.
It's a very summery drink. I'm
very
sure you could get one
refreshing.
if you went to a bar there and asked for a
Oh,
mojito.
Yeah, worldwide you'll get a mojito. It's like a Mexican drink, I think.
It's
something
like
that.
it's a very summery kind of I'm relaxing on a beach kind of drink,
Yeah.
like a pina colada.
Is it like
You-
a pina colada?
It's like very
I'm getting
minty,
soaked in
so-
the rain.
Thank you for singing that song, so I didn't have to. 'Cause it was coming.
Sorry that you couldn't hear that bit that was off air, guys, but whoo, it was spicy. It,
It was spicy
too
shit.
hot for radio.
I like
So-
the part with the donkey and shrimp.
I know that was I wasn't expecting that. And then when
Yeah.
Jesus Christ himself showed up, woohoo!
If only you
Man.
guys could have heard that one.
Dude, walking
Yeah,
on
it was a doozy. But that's
Oh,
that's
yeah.
cool.
And
You know,
it's
that's-
very unfortunate. You have to pay for the DLC, Manga the Happy Hour DLC. That's when you get to hear the juicy, saucy bits.
Subscribe to
on
us by
Patreon.
Subscribe to us by sending us a $5 bill in an unmarked envelope.
Yeah. Don't put an address on. We'll find it. It's okay.
Follow my Patreon. I will not give you anything. But
follow. Yeah, we all have our individual Patreon. You have to decide which one you like best. Patreon.com/vacant versus anime. That's me. So if you want to give me them, minimum donation is $100. I don't want none of that pussy bullshit. $1, $2. Well, I've got to fucking eat off this shit. Anyway, that's why we don't have a Patreon. We don't charge people for this garbage. Nairbons, what did you do over the course of 2 weeks?
I watched all of season 1 of Westworld with my wife.
Yeah, I just finished watching Westworld. Very
good show. Caught up on animes. Started a new job.
Did you?
I'm going into a management training thing. So
hey.
I won't be anyone's assistant anymore.
You're not going to be making those couches?
No, I finally stopped the gypsy curse that forced me to always work in furniture. So
you're going to miss it.
And then I saw the giant display of lawn furniture.
Yeah.
And I knew there was no escape.
I'm finally going to work in a real office, and then all the office furniture is just like, couches and stuff and coffee tables. It's like, oh no.
The start of the Overlord Nair's career. How intensive is the training? Like, is it going to be like, I know this shit, but I have to go through the motions, or?
It's not bad yet. Honestly, I've got 3 months in the store before actual management training, so I can just get familiarized with the place. So right now it's not too bad, but I've been working in the garden center of our local hardware store, and so it's kind of hot. But
very sexy job.
People really like me there, so
thank you, Coryn, for making the joke that I wanted. Okay,
so are you going to have normal hours after you get through all the training stuff?
Probably not. Honestly, there's a good chance I will be just working
so
more.
With so much cheer, man. God damn it.
I don't know. I'm an optimist.
It's always better to be an optimist. Why?
Yeah. Like that car.
Yo, Nair, the most important question though.
Hmm.
Will you be seeing any goth girls there?
At the hardware store?
Yeah,
probably
man can
not.
hope. God damn it. There's no family goth girls that are just hanging around that happen to have phone numbers that may be interested in talking to someone in Germany.
I tell you what, if there's ever a goth girl who's out looking for a new patio set, I will tell her about my German friend who would be really into that.
Thank you, God.
You have my word that when that situation comes up.
This is why we're brothers, man. Thank you. That's spreading the love, man. This is how society works.
We need to get you on Tinder or something, Lego. We'll just if there's a goth
it's free. You can just download it.
Gothinder. That's what we need.
But I don't want to have it on my phone. It's like
why not?
It's like giving up.
It's not giving
out.
Giving out.
You will be giving out if you have.
You will. That's the good thing.
But it's unromantic, man. Like, I'd rather have a funny
You want to go sit in bars
about...
for the rest of your life? Or are you just relying on the guy in Kansas to send you girls from across the fucking planet?
I'm sorry that you guys are so trustworthy. I'm relying on the guy in Kansas. I mean, that would be an awesome wedding story, wouldn't it be?
Well, how did you meet? Well,
it took 3 weeks while she sat in customs, but eventually the box with my goth girlfriend arrived.
Holy shit, that was a good one.
Oh god,
that hurts, but that was a good.
No, I mean, nowadays online. I mean, as I say, don't get me wrong, I've never used it myself. But online dating's like it's a common thing now. It's not like it was 10 years ago where it was like a fringe thing. It's like every fucker's on that, Tinder and all that kind of shit. Do you know what I mean, man?
I've always viewed online dating as trashy, regardless. So it's nothing I'd ever do.
Well, it was...
like for real though. Yes, that is.
I'm
my
a big
feeling.
fan of the idea of the like romantic meetings, even if they never occur in today's day and age. I'd rather just be with nobody.
That's the problem. Is like you're
But
just
you can
gonna
do both.
sit around waiting forever. Then
Well,
No,
if I
they'll
wait
do
forever,
both.
that's the way things are meant to be for me. That's
No,
why
I didn't sit around and wait forever. I didn't
When
sit
you
around and
get
wait
to
forever.
Kansas, I could start you on farmersonly.com. There might be a big crossover in the farming and goth community.
I'm Googling.
I don't know, man. I just think it's a bit hypocritical for someone who's going to be flying to another country to meet some people he's never met before to not want to meet a girl on the internet who probably lives like 2 blocks away.
Okay. That is a pitch. That is a pitch and a half.
Isn't that stuff like linked to your Facebook and shit? So it's like
It is nowadays. It's not like sketchy. It's like the internet's
Yeah.
not sketchy anymore, unless you want it to be.
I
it's
love stealing my friends'
It's a
phones and
different
just
era than
fucking
AOL chat rooms and stuff
Exactly.
You know, you go on like a dating app, but now it's like, oh, here's like 25
like that.
pictures in a bio.
I don't like the idea that people use dating apps for casual hookups because I don't want casual hookups.
Well, it depends on the dating app.
Aw.
I guess.
Exactly.
You
tell-
don't download
tell
Tinder,
people
but
what
you
you
get on
want.
eHarmony if you want something.
Maybe that's.
I am
mean, I don't
writing
know
this
if they're
stuff
not
down with a very judgmental face. eHarmony.
Oh my
How
God,
dare
can
they
we-
mention
right.
such a site? God damn.
Okay, I know it's a bit soon to think of it, but 12 Days of Christmas idea, one of the
Oh.
days can be us making a profile for you.
Yeah, like, how are we gonna write Lego's profile? Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be amazing.
See, because
Like,
we'd
you
be
know.
honest, we're talking about Lego's soul. Just hearing his voice, we hear the most about him. This is
See,
his
my
honest.
soul.
Latin American
Has a
accent, this
passion for
Italian.
poetry. Part Nigerian.
Hello and welcome to the Manga Raiders Catfish a Goth.
It's going to be great.
Lego is a big time goth who's always been a fan of My Chemical Romance and into the genre. He likes to
I will
wear
research for
leather
this shit. I
chain.
will buy chains. No, I'll steal chains from some abandoned warehouse to wear
Maybe
them.
omit that part from the bio.
He listens to Disintegration every morning and dresses up like Robert Smith. He is dedicated.
I would wear mascara, but I'm too black already. But
You
Goth
gotta get a
girls,
color.
do you
highlight.
like black things? Do we have news for you?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, hey, you could be like Little Richard though. Little Richard wore eyeliner and other makeup and stuff.
Yeah, man, you could do anything. You can
I'm-
do what you want,
Hey,
man.
even Prince too.
will I get a goth girl if I do that?
Not guaranteed, but you, Lego, you're a fine individual, you're a handsome gentleman, and a charismatic one at that. You could get any girl you so desire. I
You
wholeheartedly
can do
believe that.
a whole lot worse than looking like Prince.
Exactly.
There it is.
I don't
This has
know
been
where
the
we are.
dating corner, everybody. Tune in for the next episode of Dr. Phil, available on Podbean.
And
Yeah.
now we can start a Tinder profile for the artist formerly known as Lego.
Yeah.
No. No.
Oh, man. I'm sure there's plenty of otaku goth girls who'd be into you, Lego. They're all somewhere. I don't know. Maybe we'll have to find that website. If there's farmers only, by God, there's probably otakudating.com. Although I wouldn't want to personally browse those pages. Fuck.
Midwest
now I'm saying that.
Farmers
Jesus.
Artist.
There's gotta be like one fucking gem on otakusonly.com though, right?
That is
There's
a-
gotta be
yeah, of
one.
course.
That
There has
is
to
the diamond in the rough, that's for certain.
There's one gem. She's got replies from literally every single other male on the site.
60,000.
Yeah, but it's actually a guy named Jim.
His name is Jim. Of course, it's Jim. It's like, he's like, wow, this guy's a good. This girl is a good cosplayer, and then you meet up, and the email address says, "Hi, it's Jim."
It's like, oh.
I think there needs to be like an otaku skill meter made for like I think we are technically otaku. Like technically, but we're not.
No.
We're not hopeless yet. Wait, we are sort of hopeless, I think. I don't know. I mean, like, we're on the scale somewhere.
Oh, yes,
Somewhere
Nair is
low,
hopeless.
down low,
Nair,
not
Nair,
too.
definitely.
I would say, what do you mean hopeless? Like, what? I mean,
Speak for
I
yourself.
I would say I'm an anime fan. I wouldn't say. I guess I wouldn't brand myself personally as an otaku, because it depends on your definition of it. Like, I suppose if someone just says it's a person who's a fan of manga and anime, then yeah, sure.
Yeah,
If it's someone who's anime is the best, Japan is number one, then no.
okay. Yeah, well.
What do you mean hopeless?
Hope.
Elaborate. Do you mean
Yeah.
hopeless with women?
No, just like
Don't
completely.
lump us in with you, dude.
That hurt. But you're my
I'm
brother,
joking,
so it's cool. It's cool.
We were bigging you up. We've spent the last 20 minutes bigging you up, Lego. You're a
I wasn't
gem.
joking.
Lego's a
Ooh.
gem. You're a gem to me, Lego, or a gym. Even if you turn out
Yeah,
to be a
gem or
gym,
gem. What's the difference, really? Everyone named Jim is pretty much a gem anyway.
Yeah. Well, shout out to all you gyms out there. We love
Shout
you.
out to. Let's have Gym Day where we just gather around and we go to what is it, Jimmy John's, and we just celebrate gyms. We listen to Jim Neighbors all day, and it's a good time.
I love Jim.
Is Jim a full name, or is it Jimmy?
Jimothy.
Or is it James?
No, wait, is Jim? That's a good question. Jim, like a short form of Jimmy.
I don't know.
Or is
Wait,
it
Let's
the-
move on with it.
Wait,
We
it's a
Nairbons.
form of James and a short form of Jimmy. That's weird.
I don't know. Moving on. We'll get back on track. Now, what else? Is there anything else you wanted to add in, or?
Not really. I
Okay.
bought Dragon's Crown Pro today because that's a fun game, and now it's on a console I use again.
Yeah.
Yes.
PS4.
Mhm.
It's on. I only know that because I saw you
Oh,
on.
I didn't want to say 4 because I don't have it yet, and there's so many core exclusives on that console right now. Damn it.
You can still get Dragon's Crown on Vita,
Yes.
the one that I sent you.
Yo, he sold that. He's pawned that.
No, I would never sell that. Wait, I thought that was supposed to be a sort of half secret thing, but yeah, dude,
No, we know that you've got a Vita.
that Vita is sponsoring me for days. You know, I played that and I returned to times that I hadn't had in years, man. Thank you, Nair. Fuck. That was awesome.
Yay!
And the Raymond Chandler novel, hard-boiled detectives, man. I swear I grew one hair on my chin after reading that book. Like, fuck, man. There's no hope for me growing a chin. I can only grow a porn stash.
Growing a chin.
Beard chin.
Lego was
I'm not going to see him again. Shit.
sadly
Growing a
born
chin.
without a chin.
Well, you know what? I don't have a chin and I do not have a beard.
Some people might have too many chins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd maybe donate a little bit of chin to you. You're the chinless one, no. It's all good. Lego, you know, you're our own personal Cinderella story.
God damn it. That was painful, but it was also good. You guys are good at jabs. I should learn how to throw jabs like yours and hooks like yours. Fuck.
Yeah, man. Start throwing out
Shameful, but-
jabs. I'm not allowed. No, I'm on a ban. Can't throw out any kind of jabs on Twitter. Not allowed. Haven't been on Twitter at all, really, to be honest. Sorry if anyone follows the Manga Raiders Twitter. It's kind of been dead for the last couple.
You guys
few
gotta
weeks.
follow Lithuanian Devi instead.
Yeah, that's where all the.
Have you remembered your
shit is.
password?
No, I haven't.
Reset that shit. Lego, what have you been getting up to anyway? Tell us what you've been doing.
Yo, seriously, not much. Just busy existing, wasting oxygen, and trying to get back into anime. Like, I'm piling up a huge list of anime that I haven't watched. Ghost in
Don't
the
do
Shell.
that.
I'm still in Ghost in the Shell Arise, man. Not still in. God damn it, what is English? I still haven't watched Ghost in the Shell Arise, and now I'm prepping myself to watch that.
Don't do the list. The second that you start making the list, the second you lose. You just got to get into it. And that's how I lose track. I always make the list, and I'm like, right, I'm going to watch this
Actually,
day. I'm going to watch this day. It doesn't work.
That is my question, actually, Vacant, and to all of you guys. Like, how do you get back from the anime blackout? Because I'm totally in live action right now.
You have to cut your losses.
I watched
'cause
Godfather even. God damn it.
I didn't watch. I didn't want. I didn't watch much last year, I don't think. I had like about 3 shows a season. I watched even less the year before that. And it was just, you have to just cut your losses. You accept that there's a load of shows that you want to go back and finish, or a load that came out that everyone talked about that you really want to go to. But you just have to dive into one. You just dive into one that's already out, binge it, and then you're back into it.
Do you minimize it, or do you watch it full screen? I am watching.
Minimize it. I've got to watch it. Oh, as in like a
on the side tab while you're doing stuff like.
No. I've got to have it.
How can you minimize it? I don't understand.
I know what you mean. Like
minimize was put it on the side. Like I'm typing.
I mean, I know what you physically mean, but I don't understand how someone could watch a show like that and still say they actually watched a show.
I have to watch. Like I have to have it on. If it's English dubbed, it's a little
if
easier.
It's English,
like, on my phone or
English.
something. That's a little easier. But
I guess
something I'm watching for the first time, then yeah, I'll pay full attention.
I mean, I'd put it on the real TV and like have my phone on the side, but like I'd want it to be the main source, of entertainment at the moment.
But multitasking
Binge
isn't actually real.
Got a 12 episode show, Lego, just go, I'm going to fucking start watching this. Watch a few episodes of it and then just go through it. And before you know it, you've got a series under your belt and you've caught the bug again.
I'm going to do this. Okay, I'm going to end my how my week was with 2 questions. One is, how did Onagaru end actually? Did you guys actually end that? Like,
how did what, sorry?
Onagaru. The farting.
Oh,
Onaragaru.
Yeah,
yes.
the fart anime.
Did they have a satisfying conclusion?
No, it was just
There was no need to watch the conclusion. It was it was a couple episodes we were like, this is a wonder. And that was it. It was a wonder that came and went in a couple episodes, and it was just like a gentle breeze, and it was done and gone.
It was just episodic, so it didn't have like a conclusion really. It was just whatever.
Like, it was a 5-minute short about fart facts. What are you expecting?
Something profound at the end, like something like Shakespearean.
No.
Shakespearean. I would expect the same.
He saves the president with his fart
I can't
facts.
remember if it was the last episode or the one before it, but basically they're having a fart party, like all the family around.
Are you serious?
Interdimensional, like, tear through time and space happens, and like these superheroes come through, like warrior farts, who say, "Oh shit, you need to come and help us save our dimension." And then I think one of them gets killed by something, and then they all run into the portal to help save him.
Are you hearing what you're narrating right now? And how like we're on a Manga Readers forum and we're like, we post our ideas and pitch that, then the farting anime got animated. That is hope for all of us. That is just
don't you?
Yeah, but
diminish.
Can you write a fart anime half as good as an Aragaru?
I admit completely, Coryn. No, I cannot. That's
the difference.
That is actually a good point.
I don't know if you've read every line of Heavy Rain, but the main character is a fart.
Hey! It is in its current form.
Heavy Rain.
Oh
yes.
no! I'm sorry.
The story that doesn't update after years. Like isn't it run by the guy who drew Hunter x Hunter? Who wrote Heavy Rain again? Some asshole who just doesn't update these chapters. I mean, at least the Coryn scan story is going along and stuff, but like...
After you gave Coryn 2 years to update his. Give me 2 years.
Fuck you! I'm not giving you 2 years. Like you're so reliable. You run the happy hour episode 136. God damn! How many episodes in between? How much editing? How many hours? Like exactly. You do that regularly.
Have you ever considered that might be the reason why I have less time to write?
No man. I see a man who can run 100 kilometers without sweating. I think that guy can do 150 kilometers. So like, dude. Just give me some Heavy Rain. And can you please not kill off that...
Right, yeah.
Okay, we've cut the power to Lego's microphone.
I will try, Lego. I'm slowly but surely writing, so, Maybe one day you'll see some stuff. If I do put something up, you'll be the first to hear about it, rest assured.
Thank you. Okay, I'm done.
Cool. I'm genuinely going back to try and see when the last time I updated it was. The 8th of August 2016.
Are you hearing this shit, ladies and
There
gentlemen?
we go.
Are you hearing this shit? 2 years ago, the latest chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I should get on that.
Yeah.
In terms of my week,
This is what I have
it's been a busy one. Not much has happened really, to be honest. End of the season, football season, so it's sad. Arsene Wenger's gone from Arsenal now. Merci, Arsene, my boy. It was quite funny actually because the local team, like Stoke City, got relegated, and their rival team, who's like a mile away, Port Vale, they were happy about this because they're a far smaller club. So they were like really rubbing it in, and they wanted to raise money. Some of the fans wanted to fly a plane over with a banner message to sort of insult them, and they couldn't raise £200 in time, so instead they just settled for a goddamn sticker that they put on
How
a
can a
lamppost
group
outside.
of football fans, assuming adults, not raise $200 between them?
That's how little people... That's what I mean. It's like apparently the goal was £200. They fell well short, and they settled for...
Is that even possible?
They settled for a sticker on a lamppost outside.
Oh, God.
How bad is that? And then, the week after, they actually did manage to raise funds, and they did fly a plane over. However, they did it on the Saturday, when the games were played on a Sunday. There was no one there. I don't understand how bad this was.
But football, isn't it like a religion? Like, goddamn, like, isn't it in the DNA?
It was funny, that was. It was dumb. But yeah, so that's over, so we don't get to, don't get to watch any games anymore. I've been smashing Kingdom Hearts 2, almost finished there. Dusted off the PS Vita, because...
Yay, Vita Squad!
Vita Squad!
Vita Squad!
I want to play Final Fantasy VIII again. I really want to get it back into that. I think talking about Final Fantasy last week really got me, the gears turning and thinking about all that. And I don't think I've ever completed... I don't think I have personally completed Final Fantasy VIII. I've seen the end, but I don't think I've played through all the way to the end. So I kind of want to go back and do that, because that's the one I know the least about.
I forgot how Final Fantasy VIII held up against 7, because 7 is so legendary and always...
7's, what can I say? I'm a fanboy. I love 7. 7 was the first one I ever played, and it's always going to have that place. It's got that hallowed status like Bleach does in my heart.
God, don't mention...
8's got that weird, follow-up living in the shadow of 7 status going on.
It's very different, though, from what I remember, so... It'll be interesting, because like I say, I remember 10, I remember 9, I remember 7, I remember bits of 8. Like, there's some where they all grew up in an orphanage, but then don't remember it, and all that kind of thing. But, yeah, I'll need to get back into that one, and really play it. That'll be enjoyable. But I'll tell you all about my Final Fantasy exploits later on. Other than that, what else have I been doing? Other than just being ill. I've been ill, guys.
Damn.
I think I was ill a couple of weeks ago. We missed a show because I was really ill, and now I'm ill again, so,
Like a bug or something?
Yeah, well, it's just like a flu. I mean, I'm worse now because I helped my brother move today. Like, he's moved house, and I was just in no condition to, be mauling things around.
Since when did you have a brother?
I have 3.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, wait,
Why don't you tell us about all your siblings you don't usually talk about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lego's now telling us about his siblings.
I'm telling you about his
There's one now.
I already said. Yeah, exactly. What he said.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm sure I've mentioned it before, like having brothers and a sister.
You are the oldest.
No, I'm a middle child.
You're joking.
Malcolm in the middle.
Huh.
No, man. I'm the third child who came along, so I was there. Pardon me, perfectly in the middle. But anyway, what was I going to say? Oh shit, yeah. You said Westworld. I was just watching Westworld season 2.
Please no
Finally
spoilers
caught up
yet.
with that one. I will not say. I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
Finally, I think it was just because I'd seen the first episode, then I watched the second one, and I hadn't watched the third and fourth ones, and I've now just watched them back to back. And there is some semblance of a story. That's the thing with Westworld. It's like not until you've got to the last episode. It's like, okay, now this makes a bit of sense.
Yeah, but I like it just for the, like, what is a man kind of philosophy discussion.
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, like, I don't dislike that it's like that because it's intentionally, you know, like it's on different, like this one, for example, season 2, it's got about 4 or 5 different, like time periods simultaneously. So like there's present day, you know, 2 weeks ago, 20 years, you know, all that kind of stuff that's like interwoven. So you're trying to like piece it all together chronologically, and it's fun to speculate. And I do really like that, the sort of, you know, can AI become, you know, conscious, as it were? Can they have their own, what is consciousness and all that kind of stuff?
So are they still doing flashbacks and trying to figure out what takes place when in that new season?
It's a bit more clear cut. Like you can go, right, okay, this is, you know, 20 years ago. This said it was 2 weeks ago. So this is more than likely that timeline. But then there's another character who's not sure when their memories are playing out, if it's now or if it's in the past. So it's just like, okay. So they did
Damn it, I need to watch the show.
In episode 4, and I was like,
it is quite good.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I quite like it. Like I say, the first 2 episodes of season 2, and maybe it's because as well, I watched Westworld. Was it last year or the year before it came out? It was 2016, wasn't it? I want to say 2016. It's been a couple of years now. I hadn't gone back and rewatched it, so I'd forgot so much when it came, like, season 2 came out. I was like, okay. That's that guy. That's that one, I think. But all fun. I enjoy it. It's a fun show. Moving on, though, from our extended How's Your Week segment, I don't even know what we spoke about in this one. It's been a fun and crazy ride, Joe. We're going to do news.
Okay, here we go. News every day of my life, yeah.
Thank you very much. That's brilliant. Okay, so news. We're going to hit a sad one. Lego, we were talking about Bleach just. Can you name me a couple of your favourite openings from Bleach?
Miyagera hozora no hojitachi no hikari. Fuck.
That's not really naming.
Don't mention the live action. Fuck, please don't tell me it crashed and burned.
I'm not mentioning. Can you name me some others?
Oh god, what is that opening?
Maybe all the ones done by Aqua Times.
I don't remember them.
Say 6 and 9.
6 and 9.
Oh yeah, no, me too. 6 and 9 were my favourites as well. Well, sad news because the band who did that, Aqua Times, they're breaking up this year. So
No, they're not breaking up because life is good and life is fun, and the people who did the opening for Bleach are like forever. They are not breaking up.
I mean, the songs are forever. But...
Songs are forever. Well, I can't remember what it was called, Velonica or something.
Velonica was amazing.
The 9th opening was amazing. I love that one. And the 6th one. I love the 6th
Do
one.
you know how much they made these animes, these openings? God damn it.
They were amazing.
Aqua Times is nowhere near as good as Orange Range.
Oh. I've got a soft spot for... Well, yeah, everyone knows that one. Everyone knows Astro.
And even the Code Geass opening they did was pretty awesome.
I wasn't a massive fan of it. It was my least favourite. Yeah. World End from Flow after it.
That was much better, of course.
Yeah.
Because
just brilliant.
Flow is a better group, but
yeah, I've got a soft spot for Flow. They're like shonen anime. Like, I mean, that's it.
Flow isn't as good as like Asian Kung Fu Generation in terms of like
Asian Kung Fu Generation.
Yeah. Actually, I really do like them.
But you know how it is. And none of them are even 1% as good as Psycho Amari, but that's a different discussion.
Yeah. That's good. Many happy memories attached to Aqua Times. Go on, sorry, Lego.
Have you guys tried watching the first episodes of Bleach again? I was sad, man, at how awesome it was. I couldn't finish the episode because I was like, the Kingfisher episode. Do you remember how visceral that was? And the whole that theme song when things are going down, and holos were monsters. Those things are freaky as fuck, man. What the hell?
That's what drew me in.
Those things were.
I was like, oh fuck, this is bloody. This is dark, man.
And Rukia,
Obviously now,
God damn.
But yeah, there you go. There's some news. That was a news thing. The voice actor for Goro from Darling in the Franxx, he's ill, so we wish him the best. Because Goro, we all like Goro here. He's one of the few characters who's okay on that show. Bit of the Goro fan club, me and Coryn. We sometimes swap Goro fan art, fan fictions.
Goro's objectively the most balanced character.
He's the least not bad character.
Do you guys
guys, how about we do a whole episode where we talk about our own Zan pancakes?
Zan what?
We talk about our Zan pancakes.
Nani?
That was a throwback joke to the Bleach fanfiction episode.
Oh, I don't. Dude, I cannot remember the Bleach fanfiction.
That was one of our best episodes.
It was, but it's been 2 years.
53 or 54? I'll have to go back and listen to it then, because I can't
Did
remember.
you guys actually make it an episode where you, instead of Zan Pactos, you had Zan Pancakes?
No, I said Zan pancake because I didn't want to say the other thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Viz Media are producing a new series with Netflix. It's going to be on Netflix in 2019. It's called Seis Manos. And it's set in Mexico in the 1970s era. The centers on 3 orphaned martial art warriors who join forces with a DEA agent.
You know what?
Mexican federal. Go on,
Fuck
sorry.
it, I'm going to see it, yeah.
Out for justice.
It does sound kind of amazing.
Yes.
I kind of want Mexican anime. That's pretty damn cool.
I think Netflix is our hope, is the bridge between
Guys,
the
what are you talking about? They already made El Tigre. There's already a Mexican anime.
I was hoping for, some kind of Castro.
Oh, Castro anime. That'll come soon enough. That's not Mexico, but yeah.
Yeah, they're in Mexico, and then they'll move over to Cuba. I
Yeah,
think.
they're going over. Yeah, it makes sense.
That's the progression of the storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. Mexico evolves into Cuba. Like, if it was a Pokemon. I don't know. That sentence didn't make sense. So moving on. That's not fucking news. Fuck that shit.
I remember when there was a dark
Exactly
year in my
that.
life where I actually thought like El Tigre was a good show. That was like a dark year.
It's a dark year. Can't say I've ever watched it. Was it a Nickelodeon show?
Yeah.
That
It
explains
was like 2005. It was like Camp Lazlo era. So it was like right in the last like cartoons I watched.
Oh yeah, it was in the golden age, or the final age.
No, that's not the
third
golden
act.
age. This is absolutely not the golden age.
Oh.
This is like the after gold. You have the golden age, obviously SpongeBob.
What's after gold? It's like
Silver Age.
After gold, it just goes back down to like gold. It's rusty gold because it's not good anymore.
aged
Fool's
gold.
gold.
Fool's gold.
Pirate.
Because at first glance, it's really good, and then you go,
Back in the
It's
80s, those were like silver era cartoons, but SpongeBob started the golden era, which the only shows of the golden era are SpongeBob and fuck everything else.
I mean, that's not true, but sure, we'll go with it.
yeah. Never mind. Let's move into the spring season first impressions. It's not
Okay,
really
I'm gonna
first
go get some
impressions.
waffles.
Spring
No, you
season,
need to
middle
give
of the
us an intro.
season impressions.
Yes. What are your
In
ratings
terms
so
of
far?
news, did you see that Walmart Canada accidentally leaked E3?
No.
Yes, that was hilarious. And
No, I
and
don't want to know.
And Beth Shedder was funny about it. They didn't take it too seriously. but-
So the games that so they leaked all the games that was going to be announced. Or-
Just the titles,
a
yeah.
large majority of them. I think about a week ago, Walmart Canada posts up a whole bunch of like black box covers with just Times New Roman names on the front saying you can pre-order Rage 2. And people go, what the fuck? Rage 2? That's not been announced yet. And then the Rage Twitter profile goes, fuck
Yes.
it, okay. Rage 2
that
is
was
coming
good.
out, I guess.
That was PR. That was PR.
And
So
that
wait,
goes for,
is this fake?
no, this
it's
is
legit.
real now. Like, the Walmart
It's real, but
has
they handled it
connections
well.
within the industry that
And they
in
were
order
idiots.
to get I guess someone just kind of jumped the gun on posting this, and now we know
Whoa.
that there's like an Assassin's Creed 1 HD remake.
Oh, and
is what
another
people are
Metroid,
thinking.
another Metroid Prime, Borderlands.
We knew
3,
that last year.
and Destiny.
Yeah. But like Borderlands 3 got announced this way. Dragon Quest Builders 2 probably isn't too exciting, but
Unless you really like Dragon Quest Builders 1.
Yeah, I really am a big fan of Dragon Piss.
yeah, I mean,
Otherwise.
Dylan liked it, but that's about it that I know of.
I mean, I think it's a perfectly fine game. It's just not necessarily a lot of people's cup of tea.
No! Okay,
What?
guys, this is... I have just learned of this by going on Twitter, but according to Kotaku, Sony is ending production of physical Vita games.
Yeah, isn't
No.
that expected?
No,
That hasn't already happened?
no,
And
no.
our hearts go out to the 5 people who are
But that is
concerned
faster.
about that fact.
That is faster than
I'm one
PS2
of them.
died. God damn it!
I've just
I
ordered
mean, the
a new
PS2 was one
case
of
to
the
hold games.
longest running systems,
Yes,
so that's
because it was
fine.
immortal and so goddamn good. You know, but come on.
Even though most of my
the
games are
Vita's
digital.
been out for how long now?
Oh, God.
The thing is, as the
Don't mention the
weird
year.
portable
Don't mention the year.
system
I'm
with
too
odd
young. I am
Japanese
too
stuff
young.
on it, the
Still a
Switch has
teenager.
replaced it.
I'm still a teenager. Yes. Do
No,
not-
you're not.
Let's have a look. PS Vita came
I
out
am still a
in
teenager. Do not
2011.
mention the year. God damn it.
It's a 7-year run. That's pretty good. It probably just means either
That's-
they'll replace it with something else, or you'll just have to buy your games digitally. Which
Most
is,
of my
they're
games are
basically
digital,
memory
to be honest.
cards anyways.
Yeah.
But the shitty thing about that is that the Vita uses Sony's shitty proprietary memory cards, which is like
they're
$100
terrible.
for 16 gigs or something like that.
I have 2 of them, and I spent way too much. I've got 2 16-gig cards, and they are fucking ridiculously overpriced. I hate
Well-
that they do that.
Buy a Switch.
But you still
No.
bought them, so you lose and Sony wins the end.
Well, I needed them, so you know. Because I need one that's got all my Persona stuff on, like Persona 4 Golden, Persona 3 Portable, and then my Final Fantasy ones.
Yeah.
Chuno and Corpse Party. I'll get around to finishing that one day.
So Switch is actually a legit console now? Like, it's... You
Oh, yeah.
buy it and you be treated really
Nah,
well when it comes to the games you get to play and
Have you
stuff.
not heard? Switches are for bitches.
That's not true. Nobody says
It's
that.
getting a Sinran Kagura game soon, so that's how you know
Right,
it's
I'm buying
legit.
one. I'm ordering.
I'm buying. I'm buying.
I'm buying.
Senran,
Look, it's getting Dark Souls. You can just assume it's going to be fine. And it's not going to be like the full, Magoo as all the others, but it's still getting Dark Souls.
It's getting the better version.
it's getting Senran Kagura. That is all that I needed to know.
Dark Souls remastered, the way that they've done the lighting, it's a worse game.
How so?
Like the details are gone. They've kind of rebalanced it with There's articles about that. The Switch version's going to be the best one.
Okay, everyone. Welcome to the segment in the show where we discuss the various flavors of shampoo. This morning I used an Australian shampoo and it was really good and made my hair very shiny. I like shampoo that takes the blonde glow in my dirty hair and makes it shine. And I also like it when my hair forms into a good shape. Normally, I have a lot of issue with shampoo, because I am very picky about how my hair looks. And I want it to look good. So I choose a good shampoo that will not... I don't want my hair to be straight. My hair is not exactly like just straight down, sticking in my face, but it has a natural flow. I've worked hard to brush my hair nicely. I brush it in one direction. I brush the ears back. I brush the back. It took me probably like a year to get a good technique down, and then I brush my bangs forward, and then I brush them back again, so they fall forward naturally.
You are exactly like me in high school. But should we continue on instead to what you've been watching this week, Manimal?
I watched nothing, and I'm gonna go make a waffle and put some peanut butter on it.
You
Good
do that,
stuff.
my friend. Coryn, what have you been watching?
Oh, let's see. Well, I'm really enjoying Legend of Galactic Hero still, even though everyone bitches about me being the new version of it or whatever. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Remember when you told us about you couldn't get real cinnamon unless you went to the special spice store? We can be snobs on our anime podcast.
That was more of an anecdote than
Yeah,
me
have you watched
complaining.
the original, the OG Legend of Galactic Heroes? The good
I
one?
have watched the first movie, is very good, and I'm looking to continuing that. Thank you to Smoochy Cartoons.
Oh.
My good friends at Kiss Anime, the mobile version that doesn't try to run ads on my computer.
But yes, it's still very good. And let's see. Megalobox going on very well.
Yeah.
Got into a big fight with like the predecessor, his like kind of predecessor from the trainer who like trained him, and then he went off to war and got his legs blown off and he thought it was dead and yada yada. But it was a cool ass fight. So that was good. So now he's probably moving up into actually being in like the actual big tournament you had to be in like the top 4 for. Because they set it up where the first 3 challengers have been announced. So there's only 1 spot left. So it's like gotta be him or the show ends, right?
That's what you think.
Sometimes.
Until he goes into a successful career as an announcer.
God, I hope not.
Is he still going like armless? Not armless, but like is he
Fearless.
going without?
Yeah, he has no robot stuff.
See, that's a prime example. Going back into what you were saying, Lego. That's the kind of show that sounds awesome and I really want to catch up to, but I just can't, I won't. No, I won't.
What?
So start on that one.
Okay, I'm going to dive into anime because I seriously need to dive into anime. But what are your ratings? Do you guys have ratings for the anime that you're watching in general? Coryn at first, of course, but like
I don't rate things. We just talk about them and people can decide for themselves.
no, that is bullshit. You guys have never. No, wait. You guys have rated anime. Oh wait,
We probably had some ratings, but
done-
it's no fun to break it all down into numbers.
Yeah.
that
We've
is
done
true.
awards.
That is true.
We've done awards which were like picks, but we've never done serious ones. We've done like sort of countdown lists in the past, but again,
That is
top 10s and stuff. I don't take them seriously. Because they change too much, and yeah, it's better to just say shit. You know, if you like something, you can explain that you like it. You know, I think a number's a bit of a.
It boils it down too
black and
much
white.
when we're talking about what is ostensibly artwork of some species. But yeah, that's good.
Then Coryn, I'm like, okay, another question then. How is it going with the spreading of the gospel of anime? Like, how is it going with your, like, are you able to tell people, this season there's awesome anime?
I don't really. Because I'm a
Spreading
socially
the
adjusted
gospel of
person who
anime.
doesn't just start trying to convince people to get into the things I like. And it doesn't matter if it's anime or not. I'd be equally annoyed if someone came up to me and is like, do you want to know about Harley Davidson motorcycles?
Whatever it talks about Westworld and Game of Thrones and stuff.
Oh, you could be a socially adjusted person and still do that.
You can't.
Twitter.
It just, you don't really get up in people's faces about it. And it's fine.
No.
Game of Thrones is fine. It's just not my jam, necessarily.
But even that, if someone came up to me and just goes, you know, so Game of Thrones, I'd be like, you know, what if I hadn't watched it? You know,
You
wouldn't
gotta
just
lead
assume
into
someone's
that
watched
shit.
it. Yeah, you'd say, have you checked out this? Or are you interested in this? You know, you get a feel for that if you think they're a person who's into it.
You know,
That's
I'll
how
talk
conversation goes. I don't know how we
Yeah.
can explain conversation. That's just, it's
Man, what a
happens.
beautiful day outside. I should be watching Westworld, and so should you!
I understand, okay?
Oh, man.
Okay? I'm
Sweating.
sorry for asking. God
I
damn
haven't
it.
sweated this much since
It's
Yamcha
good,
was
it's
training
good.
at
Yeah,
100
good.
times
I
Earth's
understand.
gravity.
I understand. Yes.
Matthew, before you sell your beloved car, can we
Okay.
watch Game of Thrones
God
together?
God damn it. How can you do a callback joke like that? You know what? One day, I'll get
Oh boy. One day you will learn the art of the callback joke. But yeah. And then Golden Kamui, it was a weird episode this week. Because
Yeah.
it started by concluding the plot line of the previous episode and then just went on to do some other random bullshit. Like, it was a big thing. He got, like, Sugimoto got captured by the army and he's being tortured and shit. And then they break him out in the first 10 minutes. and then the other 10 minutes are just other bullshit,
Just chilling.
basically. Although it did give us some more time with the old samurai dude, who I've decided I really like. I don't.
Oh,
Decided to
yeah.
like him.
He's
He's a bad guy.
He's ostensibly a bad guy. Like, his whole thing is he wants to split off Hokkaido as an independent kingdom. Kind of based on the war he fought when he was, like, a younger guy. But, like, he was going around, like, with a Henry repeating rifle and a katana and just slicing and shooting people to death. He's really cool, is what I'm saying. And he's not, like, straight up, oh, I'm crazy and evil, like the dude who has fucking brain matter leaking out of his forehead. He's like, I want to do this thing, and I'm going to do the thing.
Oh yeah, the dude who's got just like the fucking plate.
And was wearing one of the prisoner skins this episode.
Are you serious?
Keeps you
How
warm.
did Gordon Kamui get animated? That sounds like a seinen manga that is super unique and that no company touches at all.
I mean, they've touched it. It's pretty good.
I love that. I love that has happened. I gave up hope for new anime, but if that is happening, then hell yes, there is hope.
So that's good. And then I watched Darling the Franxx, which was a bit more of a low-key episode again. But we had some progress story-wise. We learned a few things. First of all, the robots are powered by sexual tension. Quite literally, and apparently none of the adults have genitals.
I am very interested.
Yeah, so the
But they have tits, which doesn't make any sense.
Do they have ears? Cat ears?
They don't have cat ears. They have no genitals, but they do have tits.
they all have
If you're a
terrible
girl.
designs. The 02 has horns. If you're into horns,
Yeah, but that's not
Horns
real.
are okay.
they literally say, yeah, they basically go, well, why do we still have our reproductive organs then? Because, you know, one of them wants to make a baby, which is kind of weird, because they present it as like, oh, she's motherly, isn't that nice? Like, she has like a little doll that she's looking after. And it's that's nice.
I've known girls whose goal in life was to have children.
Yeah, but she's also like 14 and just entering puberty, like they say.
It is strange,
Like,
but
oh,
yeah,
shit,
but
they're
they
just
also have like
hitting
weird delayed puberty. I don't know what the fuck's going on with him. I don't know what age these kids are supposed to be, really.
Yeah, about 15, 16, something like that. I don't know.
Something like that. But like,
Yeah,
it is a little strange. But there is the whole thing. One, there is like a fucking princess of the Klaxars just hanging below ground. Also, the dudes in the weird golden mask don't have bodies.
Yeah, they seem to be aliens. This is the big...
They
not aliens,
call
but
themselves
they're-
humans. There's something.
They say the woman said wannabe humans, and then they're up in space. Like, has that happened? Has that been shown before?
I think they've already established they're floating up in a space station.
Because I must have missed it, because I was looking and I was like, wait a second, when the fuck were they all in space?
I think they've always
When
been
this
just kind of
happened?
floating up in their little space thing. But the other thing is, Nana started, quote-unquote, regressing into puberty.
Yeah.
Because it
She
sounds
relapsed.
like they were themselves pilots.
Yeah, because they did mention that they used to be pilots,
And then,
obviously
they somehow
progressed into-
skipped puberty. I
Must
don't
be a
know.
drug.
Must be a drug.
But then the guys, like the Squad 13, they're unusual. Like, what's her face? Loud annoying girl. Like, they found some white hairs, like, so it looked like almost like signs of aging.
It looks like a
on her.
birthmark to me.
Oh, was it? Oh, I thought it was like...
Because I've known a couple
she's
people who
aging.
have like a white chunk of hair because they have a birthmark there.
Yeah. But they drew attention to it, so
They did. I mean, they also
took
stopped
it-
drawing attention to it immediately, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because I took it as, oh, okay, this guy's not eating, his body's breaking down, this one's got a fever, that one's breaking down, like, fucking hero's growing horns, he's, starting to change.
They are all
she's-
kind of
Is
fucking
she
up.
aging? They're kind of breaking down. It seems like they're not going to have a smooth transition into, adulthood.
Yeah. So it sounds like maybe you
Yeah.
can make it, but most won't.
Yeah.
Remember that episode of King of the Hill where Hank starts going through puberty again because Peggy keeps giving him male hormones? King of the Hill is the best slice of life anime they've ever made.
It kind of is.
Great.
Guys,
Oh.
I'm really
I've never
upset.
heard of that one. I'll try
I'm
to
really
watch that one
upset.
for sure.
I'm really upset.
Why?
Because when I came back with my waffles, I have 2 on a plate. I put them down, and then I stubbed my pinky toe, because I have long toenails on my pinky toe. I stubbed it on my chair, and I was like, Jesus Christ! And when I yelled that, I also fell over on the chair and knocked my waffles over, and now there's peanut butter on my classical acoustic, and the waffles fell on the floor.
Did you pick up the waffles before 5 seconds elapsed?
No, the waffles are good. Like, I can still eat them, but I'm just really upset right now.
I'm sorry, Manimal.
Yeah, but now your guitar is going to smell like peanut butter, so that's cool.
Now there's just, at least didn't get on the strings.
There you
That's
go.
probably good.
Maybe that would have helped. You never know. It could have been like,
That's true.
maybe that's the secret.
Now
Jimi Hendrix.
Peanut butter on the G string. That is what Jimi Hendrix.
Remember that time he played the national anthem with his teeth? Just because he got a bunch of peanut butter on his guitar.
That didn't happen. That didn't
It
happen.
was completely
That
by
didn't
accident.
Actually, everyone at Woodstock's like, "Oh my God, he's such a master," and he's just going, I spilled my sandwich."
And he
That
has
sounds
to
pretty good.
accidentally be playing the national anthem. Like, just the peanut butter. The peanut butter was on the frets. Peanut butter happened to fall on the
That
frets.
is not the national anthem.
It's the only song that's in my brain. I can't get Santa Christ out my head.
You're gonna do well on the 4th of July here.
This is the national anthem of America. Do, 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 do.
Oh, see, can't you see?
Wait, guys, what's the one that goes do 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 do
That's
do?
an American
That's
Star Spangled Banner.
Is it? Is it?
Yes.
America, my home and native land.
That's it. Oh, America, see you are. That doesn't work.
None of those words are right.
America, gonna celebrate 'cause it's so great.
Yeah,
That's the new one. Just keep it
You know
short.
what? Just remember "Party in the USA" from like 2009, and you'll do
I put my
fine.
hands up.
Play my song. Anyway,
Hey.
but yeah, that's "Darling in the Franxx."
We do
Yeah,
karate when no one's away.
Maybe it's because I've had a couple of weeks break from Darling in the Franxx, but yeah, I just.
It helps if you stay with it, I admit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want more stuff to happen, but a fucking demon princess showed up and murdered some people, so.
Shit happened. There was some story.
Shit happened. It was just a little slow. And then the other thing I did is I watched the first episode of Aggressive Retsuko on Netflix, which was good.
How is that?
It's fun. I always liked Aggressive Retsuko anyways, and now it's 20 minutes. Or 15. It was a 15-minute episode.
It's like a little chibi fox thing, but it's like they're angry.
She's a red panda.
Really so.
She's a red panda.
That is a
and
description enough.
she does screamo music because she's trying to get out of her stress from working in an office all day. It's extremely relatable if you've ever worked in an office.
Yes.
I work in an office.
I've never
You
worked
like
in an
Aggressive
office.
Retsuko.
I probably never will.
It's a fun show though. I like it and it's cute
Is the
and
screamo good?
adorable. I mean, sure. I mean, it's not like they do full songs or anything.
Yeah,
like that.
like I know they need to fake it, but is it like, oh, okay, yeah, I can imagine where that.
I mean, it's she's just like literally just going on about like, you know, oh, my boss is a fascist pig. Well, he's literally a pig, maybe a fascist. Definitely hates women.
Sexual harassment, panda.
I mean, I'd give the first episode a watch, even if you don't know about it. Just give it a watch.
Sexual harassment, panda. Walking on
That's South Park
That's from South Park.
Yep.
Don't
Sexual
touch
harassment
that.
panda.
Don't touch that. Listen to the silly bear.
All right.
Man, South Park still holds up. What a good show.
And the only other
No arguments.
is a good show.
Another
the only other
great
thing was I'm still playing Final Fantasy X. I'll throw that on this list because it's basically anime. And I know last week, 2 weeks ago, whenever the fuck we recorded Vacant, you told me that there was a boss coming up that you thought was going to kick my ass.
Seymour and Anima.
Seymour and Anima?
Maybe see Seymour. Yeah, Seymour.
I don't
How
know.
far you've got.
Let's
Seymour.
see. I ruined a wedding, and I'm currently on the giant grass plains.
Ah, okay.
Now,
Did you fight Seymour and his summon?
I fought Seymour and his summon before we talked last, but I fought Seymour when he turned into a demon beast afterwards.
He's hard.
Say, him as like a weird demon beast and the giant globe of water are the only two bosses I've had to fight the second time. Actually, I take it back. I fought the Wendigo twice, too.
Yeah.
You fought a Wendigo.
What?
You fought a Wendigo.
In the game.
Ah.
But yeah,
That's
those are the
10.
only two bosses I had to fight twice. But so far, it's going pretty smoothly. I haven't come in any, like, great, oh, fuck, I need to grind for 20 hours kind of things yet.
Oh. See, maybe it's because I was younger.
I want to say, it's probably because you were
10.
13 and
Yeah,
didn't know how
to...
didn't really know how to game the system quite yet.
That's one of those games that I remember like 3 scenes and nothing else. Mostly just, boy, I don't like the Thunder Plains. I don't want to do the dodge 100 lightning bolts in a row for a cool item thing.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah.
I've kind of just blown through everything expecting you to be able to walk back at some point. Because there's a lot of like chests I can't get to yet. And they're playing it up because like I got up to the big grassy plain and they're like, we just have to go over this mountain and then we'll be in where it is. Xanacan. I was gonna say Valerian, not quite the same place. But yeah, and I'm just sitting there going, I'm only like 25 hours in, this isn't gonna be in the game.
That's a really fast game.
Not to spoil it, but yeah, no, that's not the end of the game. Xanacan. Although it's a good intro, it's a good part if I remember rightly. Fucking love Road to Xanacan. That's one of my all-time favorite like OSTs.
That's a good track.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love it.
Like,
I mean,
I cannot take my eyes off Manimal with his little sunglasses on now.
I need those sunglasses in my life.
What is that shirt? Is that the cacti shirt that he's wearing? Oh god, he's descended.
Hey, Manimal, I don't know if the TSA is going to be too concerned, but would you mind bringing some cowboy mugs with you when you come down here?
Those mugs are legendary. Those mugs are representative of the whole happy hour and how it connects with everything. I still forget that the mugs exist. Like, damn, man. You know, Vacant, how does it feel to have your face right now in Canada on a coffee mug? Nah, how does it feel to have your face on a coffee mug in Canada?
Feels good.
Oh no, he's doing a Naruto run. He just actually did a ninja run, and I think he's gone to go get the mugs.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Shit. Are we recording this? No, God damn it, I didn't see it.
Not the video, but
God damn it.
Maybe one day when we can be asked. I think my favourite part was when he was like putting them to bed. We had a series over the course of weeks. We would have like a good night message from Manimal, so we could as he put them all to sleep.
It was a bit like Good Night Moon, but much creepier.
Oh, it was some good shiz. Is that everything that you watched then, Corey?
I guess.
There they are.
That's pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, the mugs.
Actually, Eurovision happened. Eurovision happened this last week, and that's actually the year anniversary of that picture, Cowboy Bacon being taken. So there you go, a little bit of history there.
Those fucking mugs. Those fucking mugs. The expressions.
Oh god. How much joy a simple travel mug has given us over the year. It's great. Now he just looks like a 90s raver. Oh, there you go. Take it in that pocket. Oh,
I feel like he would be a guy standing outside of the Nickelodeon studio getting slimed on in a 90s cartoon.
Absolutely. He's had some green gunge on him in these times. He's put me in his pocket. I'm in there. That's not a euphemism. Nah, what have you been watching?
The only one that hasn't been talked about yet is Hinamatsuri, which is getting even farther from having a plot.
Oh no!
but it's still great.
Yeah.
Hinamatsuri is an amazing manga, and I'm really hoping the anime is good.
Hinamatsuri is the one I really wanted to talk about as well, because I can't put into words. It's like 3 separate stories. Like, because you've got, Nita and Hina, who are like, Yakuza dad, who's looking after his daughter.
Those guys, we gotta talk about the homeless.
Yeah, and then there's like this really... Because I thought, okay, that's good for an episode. Oh wait, no, episode 4 is following her as well. Oh wait, so it's 5? Okay, and it just carries on, and like, it's like a really serious thing about her being homeless and making a living, and then also someone feeling guilty because they earn a lot of money. It's so strange. It's a slice of life about a homeless girl who's also has telepathic abilities. And then there's the other girl who is a double agent. She, by day she's a schoolgirl, well-mannered schoolgirl. By night she works in a bar. And all her hijinks. It's so bizarre. Like this, I don't know what this story is. It's nothing what I expected it to be.
Have you ever watched Mawaru Penguin Drum or something?
No.
I've watched a few episodes, but that is not something that I think I could get into.
No, it's okay if you don't get it. Okay, but you should understand that it is sort of a slice of life, and that the psychic thing is a side thing, even though it is really important to the plot, but it's a slice of life. I am convinced that it's a slice of life. I'm not sure yet. But it does have gangster episodes, like, damn it, man, I don't know. What do you think?
I'm too busy looking at Manimal's camera.
Yeah, Manimal's camera is like... There should just be a happy hour episode with Manimal's camera. That is all. That is just the...
I like it. I like Hinamatsuri, because it's got some funny gags and stuff still. Like, but... Yeah, and then there's like this heartfelt thing about the homeless. Like, it's like, oh, bless her. She's a good girl, she is. Just trying to, make her way through the world.
Her trying to work for the family of the Chinese restaurant was actually really touching.
Yeah.
When 15 minutes earlier, it was just, I can't let my schoolmates know I work in a bar. Hina was there going, what are you talking about? Seriously, what's going on? Why am I here?
I like in the background, that's literally what's happening, because they did the show closing of the weird where they just started clapping her, and then she's just going, what is this now? What is this?
Do you guys like
such a monotone voice?
Do you guys like Hina? Like,
yes.
Yeah, she's really good. I like in the anime as well, they've given her like such a super monotone voice, and like her face is constantly that sort of, blank expression. It just works so well. It's great.
It's got a really strange tone to it that I enjoy.
Yeah, it's a roller coaster.
Still reminds me of Love Tyrant, where there's a plot that the like tone and genre of the show change from one episode to the next with no rhyme or reason.
Yeah. I forgot how she got there. I forget that she has telepathic powers, and then it's just like, oh yeah, no wait, yeah, no, I'm sure there's something to that, but never mind.
Because they just completely dropped that I have to use my psychic powers or I die kind of thing.
Sort of important plot point there, and then...
It's all good, she joined a band and made them levitate for money on the street. So good.
I'm just really happy that it became an anime, man. Really good manga.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It is fun. Any more thoughts on it now, or?
I don't know. I want to see how this thing ends. If they even bother bringing up like another psychic child.
Well, I remember in the first episode, there was like another girl who was doing all that really slick kung fu fighting.
Yeah.
It was really good animation.
What the hell happened to her?
Because I was like, is that her? Is that Hina? Like, because I think she had the same colour hair, but it was longer. So I was like, is that her in the future? Or what? But like, it was really well animated. Because I was like, holy shit, this looks pretty damn good. And then, I have no idea what that is anymore. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to stick with it to the end, though. It's one of those shows that's
Yes,
down
do it,
for me.
do it.
As for me, then, I guess, what have I watched? Darling the Franxx, Hina Matsuri, Golden Cam, we have an episode behind, but we've already discussed it, and then...
I don't know if I want to start the hundreds of episodes of old Legend of Galactic Heroes or Irresponsible Captain Tyler.
Do it. Just so you can go, oh, Coryn, I see you're watching the new version, and there's the original out there.
Just for the sake of
y'all
the
got
snobbery.
so much shade.
Nah,
I've started the
their
series.
shade
I
is
bought
darker
the
than black.
VHSs just to just to say I have the originals. Think I'm dropping Caligula. I have no. Oh, those first 4 episodes, I kind of like the trapped in the, digital world thing, but then it's so clumsy. It's trying to overlay these like psychological things on top of it, and it's just you just sit there looking at the screen, going, okay, that's something that's happened. I don't really feel anything like any of these characters, or know what's just happened, or how this all fits together. But sure, that was an episode.
Merciless.
My Hero Academia, of course watching that, comes out every Saturday morning. I feel like it was weird. I feel like a little kid, because, we used to watch Saturday morning cartoons, didn't you, when you're having your cereal?
Yeah.
And now I make a point to always watch My Hero Academia on a Saturday morning before I head to work, just with slightly more adult cereal, I guess, is the only thing that's changed.
How's the season so far?
Well, at the moment they're on the training camp arc, and I remember reading the manga. And
yes, that is a problem.
It wasn't one of my favourite arcs. Like, it wasn't terrible. Like, it's not a bad arc. I don't really think, like, for me personally, My Hero Academia hasn't really had a bad arc. Like, the beginning's, not great to me. Like, it's not amazing, but that's because it's beginning. You always get a Bly on the first arc. That's your establishing. But, it wasn't one that I remember going, oh my god, this is so awesome. And I remember why now, because the Midoriya fight happened against Muscle Dude, and I always
Who's
thought
Muscle Dude?
He's the guy. You're up to date on the manga, right?
Yeah, I'm up to date on the manga.
Yeah.
The problem is the arcs aren't too memorable.
Yeah, it's the guy who, when the villains attack, and he's the dude who he killed the little dickhead's parents, the water hose people.
Ah, yes.
The little kid who keeps kicking him in the nuts. He killed his parents. Kota, I think his name was. He's like, his ability is essentially he can amplify his muscle tissue and muscle fibers, so he's super strong.
Yes,
super fast
I remember. Oh god,
and
how did I forget that fight?
And Midoriya beats him by going into times 1 million for one for all.
No, wait. Okay. Yes.
And it's a bit stupid, like, because it
That
sort of
was
doesn't fit
annoying.
anything else.
Was it good in the
never
anime?
fits anything else. I mean, it was well done and animated, but it's one that I remember always stood out, because I always thought that was just a bit of an ass pull. It's, here's some last minute power up.
Yeah.
They don't
Definitely.
really do that in My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
Like, they find clever ways. I know he gets to 100%.
His fingers are hurt bad. Like,
yeah, exactly. He's doing damage. There is repercussions for that stuff. Like, he has I really like in the manga now, you can still see the scars on his arms and stuff from the damage that he's done. I really like that. I love when you can see that consistency. And he's remembering to do that. And even in, like, the fight with Overhaul, he had Eri, the person who was, like, basically reverting his power constantly, so he was able to essentially maintain 100%.
God, that was such a cool fight.
That was so good.
That's what I really like.
Because it was brutal. Because somebody died. God,
but it was like a smart way of getting this. It's like, okay, this power up makes sense. Like, it makes sense. There's totally, it's written into the story. It's established. We know why he's got it. Instead of just, power of friendship, 1,000,000%. But other than that, now it's got onto the side character fights, and, what's the Yandere chick who everyone fucking loves? Toga. Her and Uraraka.
I still am looking forward to Magic Guy.
Everyone loves
Magic guy.
Tsuru-chan. You cannot Google Tsuru-chan without finding hentai. It's just impossible.
Tsuru-chan, yeah, Asui and thingy, fighter, which is always good. Oh, I forgot that she slashed her tongue as well. I was like, oh! Goes through me, that does. When she gets cut in the tongue. I'm like, ugh. But, yeah, they've got to the side things, and then the compression guy is there. Really fun, because now it's ramping up where they're trying to save Bakugo, and then it's going to go into that arc, and I can't wait for the culmination of that.
Yeah.
We'll know where that's
1-4 versus all for one. Is that
Yeah, well, All Might, yeah, All for One. Oh god, yes. It's going to be so good. I'm so happy that that's coming.
How is that timing? Will that episode come out anywhere close to the 4th of July? Probably not.
Oh.
Where are we now? We're 7. Okay, so we're about 7 weeks away.
Is it even in the
7
season?
episodes.
Do
you know what? Yeah, it will definitely happen this season because spoilers for My Hero Academia because Manimal and Coryn don't care, I'm sure. But for the viewers at home, My Hero Academia spoilers. So it's they've captured Bakugo now. Next episode, they'll obviously take him back to their base. Then they'll have the couple of episodes where they're infiltrating and finding them and shit. And then, do you know what? That fight might actually happen. That might happen in about 7 weeks, because it's 7 episodes, but not too much happens before, does it? Like, there's not any protracted fights before all for One gets involved.
No,
One for All, sorry.
I appreciate the speed it goes from getting back from camp to, we gotta rescue this student.
Yeah. This is, again, the pacing is just boom, 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 boom.
And the villain who's instrumental in the capture isn't a bullshit Rujin Jaka is only stopped by this one hollow who can cancel our fire thing. It's like, okay, this villain has an ability that it makes sense that he's a problem and that he does this. And the dude gets
work
captured.
Together. Yeah. Oh, it's got.
And they try to stop him. They really, really, really try to stop him. It's not, if a bird came and picked him off and took him. Nope, they try to stop him.
Oh yeah, the hand outstretched. Don't go.
Okay, exactly.
Go.
That didn't happen. They were like, no, instant movement, fast speed movement. We're going to try everything super straight. Nope.
Yeah. It's like, okay, you make us weightless. Now you throw us with your tongue, and then we'll just fucking launch ourselves at him. That kind of thing that happens. But yeah, so there's My Hero Academia. Really good, really enjoying it. It's more My Hero. It's getting to the better part now. So that's everything that I've watched, and I think that's everything that we've all watched from this week. And that is our first impressions, or mid-season impressions. Manimal is back in the room now. Well, he's not muted. He's not unmuted his mic.
I've always been.
You okay there?
I've always
Your
been
voice, Manimal, has become legion.
I'm eating right now.
I know, we can see. You've got Cowboy Nair and Cowboy Vacant to your side.
Sitting there on the side.
You guys like it? The viewers at home can't see, but you guys can see my uncle shirt.
It is photogenic as fuck.
I just realized that when Nair said
ridiculously photogenic.
When you combine the club goggles with the uncle shirt, it makes like this perfect image.
Dude, that's what I want to see. When we walk into the airport.
This is what you're gonna first see of me in person. Is this right here?
Yeah.
Please.
That's what I want to see.
Please, yes, please. Oh man.
I'll be there.
It's not like I can embarrass myself where nobody knows who I am.
Exactly. That'll be good. Have you got anything else for us then? Is there any fan fiction or anything that we can... Oh.
Yes, Manimal. You always have the best fan fiction.
Well.
He has something.
What's that, my darling? Why, yes, I will turn it off right now. It was good to see you, everyone, but I'm afraid I can no longer talk as of right
He's
now.
talking in his robot voice.
Wait,
the wife has told him to fuck off. Oh, God.
No, you've got to stick around for fan.
We love you there. Goodbye there.
Okay. She didn't say anything.
Okay, you can pause.
Yeah, she wouldn't say anything, so you can't use that excuse again.
You gotta pause for 1 second so I can find something, though.
That's fine. We'll stall for time because fuck. That's all we've been doing this entire episode.
No, this has
In
been
the
a good
meantime,
episode.
you should watch the video I
It's
posted.
been a fun one.
Oh no, my liver is saying that it has had enough.
Don't know if I can watch it because
I have to go to sleep before Manimal's fanfiction. Oh no.
Okay, it's a Japanese man. He's in a bow tie and some underwear. He's got a disco ball that he's gently
Do I want to
swaying
click
from
on
side
this?
to
Do I
side.
want to click on this?
I'll just narrate it. Oh no, wait, no, he's not wearing any underwear.
How
He's
is this on
actually-
MS Paint Adventures?
He's actually got a. He's naked. Right. Okay. So the disco ball is near the camera, and he's perfectly in sync with it, to make sure that he's not showing his genitals. The fact that he is an Asian man, he probably actually has a tiny genitalia. Therefore,
No, this
it's really
doesn't
not hard
exist.
to-
This doesn't exist. I'm not watching this. I'm fascinated by it, but I'm not watching this. No, I'm not watching.
Lego. Why we wait for Manimal to give us some fanfiction?
Wait.
Let's make our own.
Wait, do you guys remember? I don't know if I showed you guys this one. Do you guys remember the joke about Reader's Digest and the pool? Do you remember it starts with playing Sonic CD? Shut up! I'm playing Sonic CD. How you're playing Sega CD? That sucks.
Yes.
That sounds.
That's
familiar.
memorable.
Radak, you need new silverware. You bought silverware. Did you guys read that? And it was in Toys R Us. It was in Toys R Us as well. And
No, we haven't done a Toys R Us one.
I think maybe we read the first part of this one, but do you want to just read all of it? It's not long. Now that Lego and Nair are here.
Sure.
Yeah, I think we should. Let's do a little remix. This is a little 2.5.
Okay.
Am I still there?
You are
Still
still
here.
here, my friend.
Okay,
We
and
can
I'm
hear
gonna send this in the chat right now, just so you guys remember your. There's only a couple characters in this one, so it actually works fairly well.
Oh, okay. Because we can't end an episode without some Manimal fanfiction.
And then obviously the
Become a
Tuning
tradition.
Chronicles, but yeah.
Oh, well, obviously, Tuning Chronicles.
I think we're running up against our limit on Manimal fanfiction.
Yeah, it's
gotta-
getting close to the end of stuff I have. Yeah.
Oh man,
I'm
we're
go-
gonna have to find.
Let's just make fanfiction about Manimal's fanfiction.
Let's make fanfiction Lego. We can make some right here. If you saw a goth girl,
Okay. Yes.
what would you say to them? What would be the opening line?
Girl, are you always that dark or only when you blush towards me? No, fuck, not towards me. Not towards me. You know what? I'm going to go with that. Girl, are you always that dark or...
Are you always that dark? I mean, maybe.
Or only when you blush when I'm in the room. You know, you are like...
Do you know, I think that'd work, mate.
I don't know. I feel like the delivery might be faltering a little bit.
The
Okay.
delivery is faltering a little bit.
Here-
Okay.
Don't listen to him.
Wait, I didn't give a character to Nair. Okay. Which
Nair
Nair would be
needs
okay
double
with that.
characters.
Okay, there. Nair plays Ayu. There it is.
There's Ayu.
Lego. Okay, there are all the characters, alright?
Oh, I get to reprise my role
Wait,
as fucking
no, Nair is
reader.
Ayu and Hakan.
Who what? Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Hakan is the red Paraka. He's the red Bierka.
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 Can we get some Polish restaurant / got ex-goth girl
Oh,
fanfiction?
that's not. Yeah, okay. Anyways, here you go. Here's the script. Let's start reading it, okay?
Here's the script. Jesus,
Okay.
you said this wasn't
No,
long.
it's not long. It just seems long, but once you start reading it, we'll blast through it, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. Chapter 3. Meet Toa Meta. Thok, Radak, and Ayu run into Thok's truck.
There he is. Get him. Where's Dave?
Playing Sonic CD.
Thok starts his truck and chases me. me.
What? This...
Radak tosses a bomb. A big boom is heard.
Ha ha! He's dead.
Back at the hotel.
Who? Who's dead?
I don't know, but back at the hotel.
Hey, Dave.
Shut up, I'm playing Sonic CD.
Ha. You're playing Sega CD. That sucks.
Wait, I think no Legos Radak.
That's a good. He did my accent perfectly.
Yeah.
Well, you put no Legos TM.
Oh, Legos.
Toa Metro with.
Oh,
I'm
Vacant.
here,
Who's okay? Yeah, never mind. Never mind.
Fucking radar.
but I have
Fine,
no
carry
fucking lines.
Yes, you
Not
do. You
yet.
do later.
Then, mate.
Okay, keep reading. Keep reading.
I have one fucking line.
You be Raidak then, Lego.
Yeah,
No,
Lego is also Raidak. Okay, keep going.
Ellipses.
Okay, Dave is blank, Raidak's blank, and then Dave.
To you.
Hey guys, you wanna know something?
About phonic?
Dum dum dum.
Yeah.
Dum dum dum.
I'm listening.
Listing.
I'm listening.
I'm listening. Who sucks? Nux is awesome.
Lashes out at fuck.
What?
Oh.
Take that back.
I'm going to the swimming pool.
There.
I lost my spot. Give me a second. Me too.
At the pool.
I love hot tubs.
Me too.
Who are you?
Okay. Wait, no. You, Lego, you say, hey you, who are you?
Hey guys.
Who are you? And then you read the next line.
Who are you?
Yeah, after that.
Before
Tell them
that.
that too as well.
Toa, Meta, my name, or just TM. Cool. Wanna join Thok? Now ship? You bet
Oh,
you're
my-
right.
Where are we
Swear.
gone? We skipped some lines.
Just
No,
keep
we're on
going.
swell. You bet your life, swell.
Swear,
Alright.
swear.
I
are
learned
you?
you can't read Reader's Digest in a pool.
Oh, duh.
Oh,
Hey,
you're so
guys.
proud of that line.
I am!
The fuck have I just read?
Right,
the
Dave.
fuck are
Hey,
they-
hey guys.
I did say hey
You're on-
guys.
Sorry, you're on Where's Fox? Sorry.
Where's Thok?
The hospital.
You know what? Never mind.
Radiac, you need new silverware.
You brought silver. Where?
Dot, 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 dot. Yes.
Yeah, I got a new one.
Oh my god.
Why? Oh, never mind. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Brutal. Let's go shopping.
Let's
Sure
go
Sure
shopping.
thing!
They all
Nothing.
pile into a rented car.
Raidak, why did you rent a car?
I do not know why I fucking raided the car, okay?
That's not the line.
Okay! I don't know why!
You're going off script. Can't work with this guy anymore.
Yeah.
Okay!
Dave?
Let's go to Toys R Us.
Okay.
At Toys R Us.
Oh, looky. It's a toy of me.
Lego?
Hey, hey! It's a Mad Magic. Mag? Yeah.
Mad Mag.
Sonic.
New Reader's Digest.
Perdak, store owner. Welcome to my store.
Can I buy this toy?
Can you buy this toy?
Buy this toy.
Can you buy this toy?
Can I buy this toy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the best day of my life.
They
This
leave Toys R
is
Us.
the best day. I got a toy, me.
I got Sonic Live 2.
I got Reader's Digest.
I got mad. Let's go to Makchira.
Fuck is McChirox? That would be swell. TM.
They go to McChurrox.
When you get to our table, I'm going to build my toy.
I'm going to eat.
Same.
Me too.
They get to their table. Radak
To
builds his
their
toy.
table.
They get to
Wrong.
their table. Radak builds his toy.
Wait, this. Oh, God. This is a Vox toy. me.
There. Loser.
I said loser.
Yeah. Radak runs back to Toys R Us. Give me the toy of me. Perdak, here.
That's Avak!
He's the only Paraka we have. Back at the hotel. There's a knock at the door.
Go get it.
Okay.
Radak answers the door. It's Hakan.
Oh shit, I am also Hakan. I thought it was done. Let me just get me some of the... Dave, I challenge you to the Grand Prix in Sonic 3.
That is amazing.
It's on.
3 minutes later.
I win.
I traveled many miles to lose.
Pretty much.
Oh, fuck, it still goes on.
Hakan Beanstalk comes in.
I'm back.
Welcome.
We're going to New York. Let's leave Duluth.
We were in fucking Duluth this whole goddamn
We were
time?
in Duluth.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Which is actually kind of inaccurate because they don't have a Toys R Us in Duluth, but we'll forget about that part.
To be continued.
Remember, if you want to be a GS, PM me, don't post it. This has been Knight Rider 2K, word count 491.
Truly a classic
it's
writing.
all in caps. PM me. Don't post it.
Classic writing from 2008 from me.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I hope you guys enjoyed that great story.
Oh, that's a word. That's a word for it.
That is a word for it. You know, I'm inspired.
Yeah.
I'm inspired.
And now, before the episode ends, we get another story, an organic and living story.
One that's evolved throughout the course of the year. We're almost halfway there.
Yeah,
I'd say it's made of nothing but non sequiturs.
Well, that's no.
How the hell can you say non sequiturs after drinking a beer? Non se.
You've just said it.
How
You
can I
can't
not?
say it and then say you can't say it.
Oh wait, I did say it. I said it
You
without
said it.
screwing
Maybe
it
it's
up.
'cause you're not
been
thinking
drinking,
it,
and I
yeah.
just had 3 beers, and I said non sequitur just fine. What are you talking about?
Non sequitur. Non sequitur.
Oh no, that doesn't absolve you,
sequitur.
Lego, because you also said that you couldn't grow a chin.
God damn it! God damn it! I did it.
But that is episode 136 in the books. It's been a fun one. It's been a crazy one as always. Is there anything from you guys before we head on out with our final segment?
I would like to give a can crunch.
Can Crunch.
I would like to give a vodka drink.
I would like to give a thank you for you guys for carrying this one because Lord knows I've not been here in mind, body, and spirit. So it's all good. And a thank you to Manimal for editing this one as well.
Yes.
Madam, are you
Wait,
serious?
no.
Like,
Wait, okay, I guess
Yeah,
I'll
man.
edit it. I'll edit it, okay.
Basically, if you were just for everyone, if you made it this far, we're recording this on Tuesday night. It's actually Wednesday now.
You may
So,
notice our
yeah.
last couple
The episode will
episodes have come out late.
definitely be out on like Friday, but whatever.
If Manimal edits it, then it might come out. It'll have a chance of coming out on Wednesday.
Not
I'll
really,
just say that.
but
Okay. Never mind.
I work
Like
tomorrow.
5%. We're a solid 5%.
Yeah, you might see this on Wednesday. I don't know why I'm saying this because you people obviously can't hear this now, unless it is out on Wednesday. You'll get it when it comes
You
out.
could
I'm sorry.
just listen it to on a Wednesday. We haven't specified a date. It could be any Wednesday.
exactly.
Could be. Totally right there. Totally right. We're grinding. It's on a school night. We're working hard to give you people entertainment. So, if it's a day late, I'm sorry, but you still get it, and it's been glorious. But that's it from me.
Okay.
That's it from all of us, I think.
Yes.
So good night, goodbye, we love you, and probably would, finger you on the back seat of the bus. If you're a legal age. And you're a
Just
child.
at least have a back
And we were
row
single.
theater.
And if you're a goth girl, please send a phone
And
number.
if you're a goth girl.
I'm black.
If you're a goth girl.
God bless America, land that I love. That's all I got.
Living in the limelight, the universe. Okay, that's our national anthem, but I'm going to carry on now. Okay. The Chuny Chronicles continue. China food in a bowl. The bowl spun in a country far off. The Chuny carries on. It's a hard morning, but a soft awakening. She walks down the street as the thump and pound of the night wears off. The junkies hide, and the steam rises from the cellars of wine. It's not a big place, but the only place the Chuny has known. The buildings don't tower, but rather sit and block the light seen from the mountains and lake below us all. Below us, the water and magma boils like the feelings dormant in the Chuny as she thinks of previous encounters, ready to explode at any minute. The lava under the crust in the core of it all is like us in a way. The eruptions and bursts like a dam, like a goddamn raft down a stream with no air. The air is around us, but we never seek the answer to inflate us higher and higher in wisdom and knowledge. Under the skies that burn with no answer, the light goes on, it's off, it's off, then on again, over and over. Why is it this way? The Chuny wonders how nature and it all has led to this, but nature goes on, and the Chuny knows she is but a bear, but a fox, but a dog, but a cow, ready to be slaughtered and continued on to the next one and the next one. The Chuny has meaning. The Chuny knows the meaning of it all is to find the power inside and explode like the volcano, like St. Helen, like the bursting dams, Hoover vacuums sucking up glass fragments from shattered fights of teenage angst in the kitchen of moms. The glass is sucked by Hoover and let out in the dam, where it all flows down a harsh river where the further you swim, the more cut up you get. But much like life itself, you continue to swim through the pain, through the blood, through all the betrayal of the image of the river, peaceful and graceful, but full of sharp edges, much like the flesh suit encased on our bones. The Chuny.
Tell me you weren't narrating
this.
Are you serious? I'm back. Is this the ending of the... Wait. Are you still narrating the thing? But
yeah, you interrupted me, you dink.
Bye.
Holy shit! Wait, what? I just took a leak and it took ages. Are you serious? I'm sorry. Wait, what the fuck?
I got into a groove.